Hello and welcome, my friends. It's Rob here from eXplore here with Stranded Alien Dawn, which so many people on the internet are claiming to be like the evolution of Rimworld. Basically like a 3D interpretation and maybe even a modernization of the Rimworld formula. And I have to say, after playing the tutorial and going through it and playing it, I would have to agree. It's definitely heavily inspired by Rimworld, but that's actually not a bad thing because it takes a lot of what works with Rimworld and actually improves upon it and makes things a little bit more easy to understand and the user interface a little bit more easy to navigate. And I'm pretty impressed, honestly. I think it's a really great looking game. It's a lot of fun. It takes a lot of what makes Rimworld fun and adds to it. There's indigenous life that you have to take out and stuff like that. It's just there's also bandits. There's a lot of fun stuff here. I'm really digging it. So we're just gonna go ahead and there's going to be a variety of different scenarios, I would imagine, much like Rimworld. And I don't know if we change. Yeah, I guess there might be different regions and different moons, since you can actually choose from them. And we'll just get started. So I think the cool thing is that, first of all, like I said, this feels like a much more modern version of Rimworld, in that it's like, I mean, if you there's a one-for-one parody on almost every game mechanic, but it all looks much better and it's just easier to do. So I think those of you who maybe were turned off by Rimworld's, maybe cartoonish look, are going to have a lot of fun here. The thing I've noticed though is that unfortunately there's no random characters. So you have a bunch of starting characters that you can get, but they're all the same. And so you kind of have to look to see what it is you need from them and from this very small pool, and you can do whatever it is you want. And by very small, I mean it's not super small, but it's definitely not nearly as large as a random character generator like Rimworld. So I'm hoping to see maybe something that is random later. I don't know if these are all AI generated faces or not, but they actually kind of look real, so they might be real people. Just grab a bunch of people's faces. Hell, I'll give you my face. You guys can use mine. But yeah, I think it would be really cool to see like a super abundance of people that you could choose from, or even just random traits and stuff like that. So with that, we want to make sure that, much like Rimworld, we have people that are good in a few things, right? That being, we want people that are good at cooking, at crafting. We also need people that are good at intellect. And then, of course, the more interested they are. So I think, yeah, it's just interested here. It's not like super interested or passionate or whatever it is in Rimworld. The better off. So she's good at cooking, or at least she's interested in cooking, and 3 skills, pretty decent for a starting skill in this game. Although you can get up to like 5. I've seen 6 before. Yeah, there's 6-1. So this guy I'm going to keep for the intellect because he's going to be able to help research things. I think I might drop him. So we'll go ahead and probably take somebody else instead. So instead, let's look for someone. Okay, so we've got somebody who's cooking and crafting. Although crafting isn't great, but she'll get good at it quickly. And she's all right at farming. So let's find somebody who's actually really passionate about farming. Wow, he's really good at combat, so that might be somebody we want to keep. So maybe we put in Jack. Let's go ahead and... Oh, looks like I have to remove somebody first. Alright, we'll remove Talus. It says select and then add move. Why are you doing this to me? So I have to click both? Oh, double click. Alright, there we go. So he's gone. We'll go ahead and add him for his combat skills and his physical skills. And he's also good at crafting. So he'll be our kind of our warrior here, because there's quite a bit of combat in this game. She's indifferent to combat, so we'll need someone to kind of compensate for that. He, on the other hand, is interested in crafting, but we need somebody who's going to be a farmer and healer. So let's see, do we have a farmer and healer around here? We have a farmer and healer. Farming. She's very interested in farming. She's also good at it. Although this is a farmer and healer right here. So let's... Maki Anda. Let's go ahead and get rid of him. We'll take Maki. He's going to be our combat guy. She's our farmer and healer. She's also good at cooking and crafting. We've got our intellect guy. Anybody decent at construction? he's decent, but nobody's really interested. So unlike the Rimworld setup where you can kind of see like how well rounded your party is, there's none of that here. But maybe we take, no, look, Connor is a little bit more well rounded. Well, maybe not. Not particularly. Alright, they're kind of like, he's ever so slightly more combat oriented, whereas he's got some more crafting skill, or more cooking skill. So we'll go ahead and start with that group. Alright, so first things first. Oh, looks like he's already injured. Or he's crying. Okay, he's crying. Alright. Don't cry, buddy. So, I'm assuming each... Yes, of course. I'm now immediately able to tell because I've played a little bit of another map and it was definitely different from this one. So, there is randomly generated maps, which is a fantastic thing. So, again, this game is going to feel really familiar to those of you who are familiar with Rimworld. And it has a very good starting tutorial. It helped me understand maybe just the small nuances that were changed here in this game. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to first go ahead and do a camp. So we'll add some shelter, some scrap metal shelters. And we might just like, you know, we'll come over here and we'll try to just keep them all together. Oh, whoops, they can actually... Never mind, hold on a second. Cancel that. I didn't realize that they can adjoin each other like that. Alright. So we're going to give them all their own little shelters so that they can sleep. So go ahead and start doing that, guys. We're going to go ahead and scavenge this because... Oh, he's really crying. I feel bad. And look, he's trying to calm him down. There's more stuff just falling out of the sky at this point. Alright guys, go ahead and start. And we'll go ahead and scavenge that as well. We'll queue that up. And we'll speed things up a little bit because they're currently crying a lot. I'm sorry, buddy. What can I do? What can I do to make you happier? I'm going to give you something to do. So there's things, right? Like just like the game I've been mentioning many times here, you have your own activities list just like this, right? So the great thing is that when you go to do your priorities list, you know who the best is immediately. You don't have to go through and check like you did in the other one. So like as you bring this up, the pop-up tooltip will show that Maki Anda is actually the best for healing, right? Which we knew, right? So we're going to give her healing as a priority 1. And we're going to give Jack Davies a priority of 2. And Umar can also be a 2 since she's good at it, or he's good at it. And then, oh wait, no, I did the wrong one. Sorry, Maki's here. Annette has no skill in it whatsoever, so that's why it was already like that. Okay, and then what we can do too is look at all of these, right? The ones that are going to be best at these. So construction, Jack Davies is going to be the best at it, although we don't really have anybody who's really great at it. So we're going to make him the number 1 constructor, and then these two will have 2 priority. Hunting, we're going to have Jack be our highest priority. So what we'll do is we'll actually drop him to 2. No, 1. I think constructing is more important. Although we have 2 people who can construct, and he can only hunt. He's the only one that can hunt, so we'll leave it at 2. I wish I could right click. Oh, I can! I can right click to bring it back up. That's something I've always wished I could do with Rimworld. And I think maybe, I've never actually tried it to be honest, now that I think about it. Maki can do farming really well, so we're going to give her that. We're both going to do those 2 here. And then cutting, that's Jack Davies' thing. So we'll give him a 2. And so on and so forth, right? You can do all this, and planting is going to be important to research. We're going to go ahead and have him consider that the number 1 priority for him. If there's something to research, he needs to be on it. Crafting, we're going to have Umar as well craft. So that's going to be let's do number 1. It's going to, as it is in Rimworld, it moves from left to right. So if these two are both 1, it'll craft first before it researches. And then after that, it would go healing, constructing, researching. So let's go to 1 because I want researching to be his main priority. And that should be good for now. Who's good at planting again? Maki. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so we'll construct our shelters first. It even has the same kind of soundtrack. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's definitely a very Western-like soundtrack. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Imitation is the greatest form of flattery, but, you know, I hope as it continues, as it progresses, and as it makes its way through early access, that it does its best to differentiate itself, and also provides those same branching storylines that Rimworld does, because that's easily the best part about Rimworld. All right, so now that we've got camp, we need to make some sleeping spots here. You can use R and T to rotate, and we're gonna go ahead and produce one here for each of those right now, but we're gonna have to wait for this to construct before we put one underneath it. New weapon, pulse rifle. Is there one here? Because that would be awesome. I don't believe there is. I think that's just something now we can manufacture. So we'll get to that too, of course, right? So that'll be something we're going to need sooner rather than later. Campfire is going to need a lot more stuff than we have. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and order for the cutting of some trees here. And we're going to order the harvesting. You know, I don't see I guess harvesting with these bushes, right? I forgot. No, those are cut. So what is it we need to build? Oh wow, we don't want to build graves yet. Hopefully. So stuff like the workbench and stuff, that's going to require some more wood. So what we need is also to mine some rocks here. So we'll mine rocks right through here. And they're scavenging through these, basically like these. Oh wow, yeah, they are finding. That's good. They're finding weapons and stuff like that. So we're going to also make a scrap shelter here. Let's go ahead and rotate it. And we're going to now create storage. So we're going to go and make storage shelves here. Some scrap metal storage shelves. There we go. That'll be our little storage area right there. One still needs a bed, which will be fine because we're going to go ahead and do that now. And we'll go ahead and rotate this one right here. And then we're going to look to see what we need for a campfire. So, cut sticks from bushes. Alright, so is that where bushes? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and cut sticks from bushes. Great, so now everyone's got a shelter and a little sleeping spot. And now we have a little shelf being constructed. And they'll put some of this stuff, the stuff that they're finding, on those shelves too. So, like they're doing that right now, which is very good. Alright, is there anything left to scavenge? It looks like we're still not completely done with scavenging that. But what I want now is a campfire. So we're going to go ahead and make a campfire. And you're going to want to put it like kind of central to where all these guys are right now. So there we go. It's going to affect all of them. They're going to keep them warm that way. Look at that alien life. I love it. I really think this game has an extraordinarily good foundation. I mean, like I said, you know, at the same time, you know, some people would say that this, you know, mirrors Rimworld too much, and that it's, you know, unoriginal. But at the same time, like, it's taken forever for someone to actually try to make a modern feeling Rimworld game. I mean, there's a bunch of games that are really trying the Rimworld formula with this kind of like simulation and survival stuff, but this one's taking that to a whole, basically just doing Rimworld with modern graphics and some twist, and I really like it. I'm just really thinking that it could be really something big. So, I mean, just having Rimworld, it's, you know, it's released its 3rd expansion. It's, you know, clearly got more content, but there's going to be people that are going to be more drawn to this for sure. So, wonder why you're stressed out. Maki, why are you stressed out? Let's look at your happiness. 8 on foot, it's dark, in a little pain. Okay, so I haven't had proper entertainment for some time. Alright, so we need to get this. Let's go ahead and... Is there any... Okay, they're all of it's there. So... We'll go ahead and create some torches. There you go. Construct that campfire. Do it. And then... There we go. Good. Very good. We'll go ahead and cut some more of these too. And then Jack, you're going to want that. We're going to give him the... Oh, I forgot where it is. It's here, right? We're going to give him that gun, that pulse rifle, right? He's going to need that. Anybody else good at fighting? Let's see. Defense. We don't need that, right? So I want to go ahead and manage our people, look at activities, and look at hunting. We're just going to tell us who's also good. Umara Baziri, so he can grab the other pulse rifle. And then the other two, I don't think she's actually willing to fight. So, oh no, it was her that wasn't willing to fight. So we'll give her the other pistol here. All right, good to go. And then we'll do some stockpiling here too. We're gonna make that back through here. Looks like I can't do any more. All right, never mind. We'll go ahead and probably try. Can we try to move this? No, we can't. So with that, we'll go ahead and make another shelter here. And we will make sure that it's rotated the correct way. There we go. And then add some stockpiling. There we go. Speed things up. Hey man, you should have probably go to sleep. Just a suggestion. You didn't sleep at all, man. Alright, well, the cost for celebration. Let's see what that's all about. We put together a camp as quick as we could, considering the circumstances. We are now not sleeping in the dirt. We have a roof over our heads and a fire to illuminate the dark, uncertain nights. And most important, we have survived. To us, this feels like an achievement worth honoring. We can gather around the campfire and celebrate being alive at 1900 tonight. I like it. Let's do it. Celebration at 1900 hours. Make it happen. Alright, so now everybody's complaining about eating on foot. So what we can do is, well, we don't have the furniture for it, do we? We're going to need more wood. So let's go ahead and make wood happen. We might actually need to research them. I don't remember. We'll go ahead and scrap metal. Make one of these. And let's go ahead and put it like right here. And then also a cooking stove for when we need to start cooking. Alright, with that, let's go ahead and research. We'll go ahead and try to see what we've got here. So metal refinement, that's not what we're going to need. We're going to want weaponsmithing, definitely for sure. Construction basics. We're going to start with that. And so they've got a decent little research tree here. I'd like to see more, but I'm sure stuff like that comes, right? There's more room for content for sure, but that's all right. We're in early access, so I think that's perfectly fine. Alright, so with that, we've got the workbench. Looks like we're going to need more wood for the workbench. So we're going to continue to need to cut more. Yeah, we'll cut all that right there. Oh, it looks like... Okay, let's go ahead and cut it there. There we go. We're definitely mining what we need to. Very good. We've got furniture. So we'll build a stone... Can we scratch that? Can we extend it out? Nope, we can't. So we're going to go ahead and put some chairs, some stone chairs here. Alright, go ahead. Start setting off fireworks or some shit. Oh no, why aren't you celebrating, Jack? Come on. Oh, they are dancing. That's cute. I like it. Celebrate. Tell Jack to wake up and be excited. There you go. Alright, once they're done, they'll wake up and now they'll be able to eat their food on a table, which will make them happier. Maybe not super happy. What we got quick recipes for? So cooked emergency rations. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll do, so you can do as many times or until or forever. So until there is 10 of them. And we're also going to need to start maybe cooking our own food too. So with that, let's look around to see what we can kill. Let's observe. Let's see what this is all about. I don't know anything about this bloated insect. So I'll my guys observe it first. We're also going to want to observe some of the stuff around here so we can figure out what it does. So, unknown plant study. There's a mushroom that's shown in the tutorial. There we go. Observe. These you can make healing kits with, or basically like med kits. And we'll need to make more of those as we start to venture out a little bit and maybe even attack some of the wildlife so we can eat it. You didn't have to eat on foot. You could have, like, you know, made your table. Alright, go cut some wood. Alright, and observe your plants. I think we're probably going to observe this one too, right? Yeah, we're observing that one. Insufficient storage space. Alright, well, we need to change that, don't we? So can we make these longer? I feel like we should be able to make them longer. But, whatever. I don't think we can. We'll add some more storage spots there. Some more stockpiles. Alright, good to go. Jack's cooking. Thank you for cooking, Jack. And I mean, I guess we could try hunting that. Big horned animal. Hunt. What is it doing? It looks like it's just kind of knocking it out. I think I was like doing some sort of like concussion damage to it. But now that we've got that, we can go ahead and make recipes for that too. So, tasty recipes, nope. Quick recipes, meat soup. Boil a quick meat soup. Do 20 of those since we have 4. Oh, we have 40 meat actually. So we'll go ahead and make 40 of them. We're gonna drop this one and we'll make 40 of those. It might be a little bit easier than Rimworld now that I'm seeing it and kind of understanding, just at least from my perspective, Rimworld can be ridiculous. Alright, Discovery Cloth Blossom. Alright, so this plant blooms in beautiful big flowers which go through a remarkable metamorphosis, forming fibrous white balls. I believe that they are very similar to cotton and can be used in the production of clothes. Very good. Hopefully somebody will get out here eventually. Did we already do these? Did we already observe it? Research is already active. Alright. Alright, so light and heat. We have a fireplace and a wall torch. Don't need either of those. We can now create cloth blossom. Cloth blossoms. Cloth blossom. Oh my god. That's actually difficult to say. But what I want to do is start maybe figuring out a plant that will be edible. So I don't know. Maybe these guys are. We'll observe this too. Bighorn animal. I thought we. Oh wow! What? Did you die? Okay, we'll go ahead and butcher it since it died. We'll observe the wide-leaf plant as well. And the broadleaf. We just want to do as much research about this stuff as we can. I really like that idea. Like the fact that we're like, I mean, it feels like a real life, you know, excursion onto a new planet where you're trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And what is that? Small flying lizard. That's pretty cool. But yeah, as you're doing that, you're like actually researching the flora and fauna in the game or in the world, and I just think that's super awesome. I'd really like to see like new world varieties. I mean, I'm getting way ahead of myself here, but you know, the idea of maybe having something like 1 or 2, maybe 3 different world varieties, where something's maybe like there's a hard mode, like a world that's just really not hospitable. That'd be kind of cool. I'd like that. All right, let's go ahead and right click that. New resource, electronics. All right, well then let's look to see what we can do now. So we have defense here. Traps, fence. Let's look where else we can go. This cook stove, that's what we're doing here. We have furniture, we have storages, we have farms, we have a camp, and we have orders. Okay, so nothing that I think I need to do yet. I feel like this research needs to happen a little bit faster. So let's go ahead and... I thought I made research his top priority, except crafting. Alright, so let's go ahead and make 2. So that research is his top priority. Alright, discovery. So it's just an ordinary bush that could be cut down or sticks. It doesn't notice anything out of interest. Alright. It's raining. It's a good thing it's not like acid rain or some shit like that. Alright, so how much food do we have? We have raw food, but where's... Okay. Medicines, cooked meals. We have a lot of cooked meals. A lot of emergency rations and then meat soup. We can now have farms of trees and bushes. Alright, can we make this a priority somehow? Like just this particular thing a priority? Let's cut them. Observe mushrooms. Let's see what I can do to make that more of a priority. Annette is idling. Why would you do that? What are you good at again? You're good at cooking and you're good at crafting. She's actually really not that good at anything. So let's see. Cooking you're interested in. So start cooking. Annette, Lord. Do more. Can I get her to observe this? Observe. Yes, I can. Alright, that's something I really appreciate. Unless you normally draft them in Rimworlds, I don't think you can specifically make one person do something like that. A little bit more control over what's going on. I really appreciate that. Not that I don't like, you know, just not that I dislike the way Rimworld handles it. It's not my favorite. Oh wow, these things are coming around. What the hell are these? Flathead animal. That's some weird ass shit. I like it. Looks like that one died. Looks like that one died. Alright, how close are we? Come on, we gotta do this. 1 day max. Alright, so you know what we'll do in the meantime, since there's some people that just aren't doing anything, maybe we do build a fence. But I don't know, nothing's attacking us. That famous last words, right? I shouldn't even say that. Expedition sends survivors to explore distant points of interest. Ooh, wow. I like that. What's the next one? Fly the balloon high and look around points of interest. Okay, so I need to research long distance travel. And then we use a freaking balloon. That's awesome. Discovery smoke leaf. The wide leaves of this plant are remarkably similar to a rare and expensive type of tobacco. It's actually got banned in my homeworld a few years ago, and its price shot up even higher. Don't ask me how I know this. Alright, so I can make smoke leaves. I don't know that I really want to right now. All I want to make sure I have is something edible. Tea boiling. Okay, so the smoke leaf makes a nice tea. That's bueno. Risk a meltdown. Why are you risking a meltdown? Oh, probably because you haven't slept. Ravenously hungry. Crushingly unhappy. Could develop meltdown at any moment. She's exhausted. Why? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have made her do that. I'm sorry. Go sleep. Maybe that'll make you feel better. Alright, so we've discovered the glitter cap, which is something that we need to over there. So when they're cooked, they become a healing balm. We can craft a healing balm with them. So we're gonna go ahead and order the harvesting of all these. We're gonna wait on making Annette do it for sure, so she doesn't murder everybody in camp. I thought I made science primary. What are you doing? Oh, you are doing something science related. Okay, that makes sense. So once you're done observing that pointy red plant, come on over here and start doing our research. I want to start making something. Meat printing? I like it. Lightning rods. Electric grids. Pickling. Okay. Metal refinement. Smelting. How many have we researched? Absolutely nothing. Alright, so what we'll do is the inevitable decay of our spaceship uniforms requires us to sketch up some crude shirts, jackets. We'll go ahead and do tailoring as well. Pickled vegetables. We don't have any vegetables yet, but let's go ahead and do metal refinement too. And weaponsmithing. Aggressive animals. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and make them happy. Oh, wow. So you're not very happy with this. Why are you so unhappy? Burnout? It's always do this and do that. I must relax. I must... Oh, shoot. Endless open space in all directions. It's suffocating me. How do we make them happy? There's nothing... There's no games. Dartboard. Okay. Shooting target? We definitely should get that. Alright, so hay, something we need. So we'll do all that. We need to give them something to play. Something to do before they murder everybody. Oh no, we need to start killing these guys before they start. This could be a problem, actually. Looks like they're marching. They're marching on us. Hopefully they don't try to take us out while we're sleeping. Jack, you need to wake up. Okay, we're gonna have to wake you guys up. Draft. Cool, I think I don't actually have to tell them to do that. Yeah, so they're actually attacking. Oh no. Oh no. Come over here. Attack. We're gonna draft you too. Maki, start attacking them. Come over here. Start attacking them. You can't just sit over there. You can't wait while your friends die. Thankfully, they're doing work. Good. So combat level up. Somebody got a combat level up. Alright, good to go. So you guys can all undraft yourselves now. And we're going to harvest. Nope, we're going to butcher. That's what we're going to do. Butcher all those. Actually, we've got more to butcher. Butcher all of them. Alright, so who's the one that can... I think it's Maki that does the medicine. So let's come over here, and that's the wrong one I'm looking for. Who's healing? Maki is. Alright, that needs to be your priority. Wake up. Start helping them. Oh, no. That wasn't good. Damaged torch. That's fine. The torch is fine. Early access feedback. Well, we'd be happy to. I'd be happy to give you feedback. Just maybe not on the air. Oh, okay. I guess I have to. So, construction. Yeah, I dig it. Exploration seems pretty cool. I'm going to give you a great so far. Research is nice because it's kind of limited. Resources, yeah. Characters, I'm going to give you great or nice, whatever it is, because there's not as many survivors as I'd like. Combat seems pretty fun, and the UI, I'm going to give a solid 5 stars. I mean, really, I think the game just needs more content and more survivors and stuff like that, and it would be pretty rad. I mean, it's already pretty rad. I wonder what the actual, like, game plan is for early access. I should look into that. The roadmap, so to speak. Alright, great. You're better. I am hoping, like I said, for like some basically spontaneous storytelling. I mean, it seems like there's some events like that, but I haven't gotten far enough to know just how deep that goes and how much more, or how much, I guess, it mirrors that of Rimworld, where it's got so much storytelling that it's kind of hard to keep track of sometimes. I do like that they're like interacting with each other and it's showing like, you know, really normal and see like that same kind of text there will occasionally show like that the survivors are interacting with each other in a way that just seems kind of natural, and I like that, and that's definitely something from World as well. So, all right, Annette is idling. We're gonna go ahead and make Annette. Let's see what we can do. Veggie soup. Do we have vegetables? We have 10. We'll do that. And then tasty recipes. Nope. How do we get tasty recipes? Collect chew roots. Collect grain. Quick recipes. What about meat soup with the meat that we have from the... Yeah, we have more, right? Raw food. Raw meat. 10. 20. There we go. And Annette, you should be cooking. Make some food. Alright, cool. We have quick meals. We have 13. We have 10 cooked emergency rations and 32 regular emergency rations. Why aren't we... Why does he keep going away? Observing twisted plant. You know what we're going to do? We're going to cancel that for now. really rather you just stop. Go back and research. We got stuff to do, man. Stuff to figure out. And yes, this world is important, but we need more. More things to build, sir. Alright, well, so far I'm digging this. Like I said, I think this is a very close, almost too close probably for some, reimagination of the Rimworld formula. And I think personally that it has an extremely solid foundation. And I was really caught off guard by this game because I hadn't heard of it at all. And then I found it on a random YouTube video for its early access announcement. And then I did everything I could to get it. So I got it. I'm really excited. I'm going to keep playing. So come on back for episode 2. Until then, this is Rob from Explominates. Keep exploring.